What is going on, guys? So I'm here for a Mikey Mike's Up session. So today we've got legs. I'm going to warm up with a leg extension. So I've got 20 kilos on the machine right now. So I'm going to start off with that with the warm up. Then I'm going to move into some hamstring curls. So we're going to do 3 sets of this, 3 sets of hamstring curls, and then we'll get into our first proper working set, which will be some hip thrusts. So the main focus is to bring the weight up, really squeeze those quads at the top, and then controlling it on the way down. I also have a raincoat on because it was like literally raining like crazy earlier. So yeah, that's why I have a raincoat on. Anyway, I'm going to put that there. Drinking my massaging energy drink. So I've got the fruit crush flavour as well. So I'm having this as my pre-workout. So I'm going to finish that one too. Okay, let's go. So big squeeze and control down. 1. I'm going to do about 12 reps. So 12 reps, 3 sets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Those quads are burning. Okay, 3 more sets to go. Okay, so we're on to some hamstring curls. Hamstring curls kill me. It's going to be nice, slow, and controlled. You just want to feel the weight. I don't like going too heavy because I really want to make sure that muscle is activated, and I am keeping it very controlled. So the lighter it is, just enough so I can feel it, is good for me. So kind of bringing that weight down, squeezing those hamstrings at the bottom, controlling it on the way up. So we've got 12 more of these, keeping it nice and slow, nice and controlled, focusing on those hamstrings. 2, 3, 7, 8. Sometimes I also like to help by using my hand to hold it there and make myself go slower, so keeping it nice and controlled. Feel the stretch in those hamstrings, bring it up, squeeze, keeping it nice and controlled. I think I've got 2 more. 1, last one. That should be 12. Whew. And I can feel my hamstrings work, so that's what we want. Just getting them warmed up. I'm not going too heavy yet. Still haven't finished my energy drink, so I usually try to finish it in my warm-up. So within these 2 exercises, I try to finish it. So I'm hoping by the time I start hip thrusts, this will be done. So I've probably only got a little bit left. And for anyone interested, it's got 160 milligrams of caffeine. It does have vitamin B6, vitamin B12, beta-alanine as well, branched chain amino acids. So it's got, yeah, wow. And it's only 4 calories. So yeah, it's a big tick for me. I absolutely love it. I have it before every session. And because sometimes it's just lazy girl, you know, you just grab it out of the fridge and you're ready to go. Whereas sometimes I can't be bothered mixing up pre-workout and all that other jazz. So this is just quick and easy, especially when you're running short for time. Okay, next step. 1. Hold and slow. Okay, we've got 1 more to go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah. Your hamstrings are not burning, then you probably need to go up in weight, but that felt incredible for me. Okay. And I need to do some hip thrusts, so I need to find either a flat bench or a box. Sometimes I like the boxes because they are a little bit lower than a bench, which make it a little bit easier, but I can see a bench right now, and I think I'm going to go get the bench because it's closer and I have no clue where a box is, so that's the bench I'm looking at. So I'm going to go get that. I'm going to drop my drink for it because it was annoying me. I am not going to be able to lift this bench up, and I'm just going to bring it at this one here because it's pretty much set up for me. So I've got the bench, the bar, And I'll just set that up. Let's turn this around so you can see my little setup. So I'm just gonna, I might actually put some weight on it. So I'm going to put 10 kilos on each side. And because 10 kilos isn't too heavy, I can now lift it off, place it on the floor, and it's already pretty much set up. The only other thing I need now is my bar pad. So this bar pad is honestly the best. So cakeskfitness.com, I will tag them in the description as well. So it's just thick, really cute, stylish, and it's got the double velcro, so it really keeps that bar locked in. So I'm just going to place that around my bar like that. Perfect. And I'll take my jacket off because now I'm getting warm, but I also haven't finished my pre-workout, so I probably should do that as well. Anyway, with this, our whole focus is, I'm thinking, keeping it light. So I just really want to feel the movement, keeping it nice and controlled. So I want to keep it light. I want to really make sure I'm using my glutes, pushing through my heels to really utilize those glutes as I bring the weight up. I will go a little bit heavier this, but I'm going to start off light. I'm not going to go too drastic. I think, I can't even remember what my max is. I feel like it's over 200. Is it? I don't even know. Yeah, look, I can't even remember. But anyway, I'm not going to go that heavy. So, oh, I forgot to turn my watch on. Always forget about that. So, I'm just going to turn that on. I like functional strength training, so I like to put that on. So I'm going to put that on now. And then we'll go through our first set. So, pretty much. So we're going to sit back, bring that barbell, that pad right over our hips. Bring those legs up to a nice comfortable position, about hip width apart. Making sure we are pushing through those heels as we bring the weight up. So I'm going to bring that weight up, squeeze those glutes, nice and parallel to the floor, and then controlling it on the way down. Coming up, squeeze those glutes, keeping it nice and controlled on the way down. So 3, 4, 5, keeping that neck nice and tucked in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, my glutes are burning. So I put 20 kilos on the bar each side, and do you hear that? I've finished my drink. So that is done on my second set. So that first one was pretty much a warm-up, just feeling the muscles, feeling the movement. I did look back at the video, and I noticed that my legs could have come they were a little bit too far forward, so I'm going to try to bring them a little bit more back as well, which is why it's really important to film yourself sometimes, just so you can watch it back and you can make those little adjustments and little improvements. So I'm going to line myself up, bring that barbell right over the hips, bringing those feet up. So I think before mine were probably around there, whereas you want them square. So maybe if I bring them in a little bit more when I go up, it will be nice and square. So we'll see. But this seems like a better positioning, hip width apart. All right, and I'm going to bring that barbell up. So yeah, that feels so much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'Oh my God, my glutes are on fire! Feels so much harder today. My glutes are burning. I'm trying to catch my breath back. Okay, that was good. So that is 80 kilos. 80 kilos. That's 80 kilos. Whew. Perfect. So now we have 100 kilos on the bar. This is honestly probably the max that I'm going to go. 100 kilos. I've tried to move my mind. I don't know if it's better here because I feel like I'm always looking at the camera, which is always for some reason on my left hand side. So when the mic's here, I'm turning this way forward and I'm not really facing the camera anyway. So I moved it on my left hand side, hoping it's better and you can hear me still. Anyway, I did watch the video and analyze my foot positioning, and it was so much better. So before, if you go back and actually have a look at the first one, you'll see that I was further out. And the next one that I just did, it was closer in. So I could feel my glutes a whole lot more. When they're a bit further out like this, it's more hamstring. So I mean, I guess it kind of depends what you wanted to target, and everyone's bodies are different. So you will feel them in different ways depending on where your feet are. I just find that if I do bring them closer and I am square, I feel my glutes so much more, and obviously that's my focus with hip thrust, build them glutes. So we've got 100 kgs on here, and I think we're going to go for maybe 6 to 8 reps. So again, get that positioning, and then we are getting straight into it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I feel like I'm pushing the chair back each time. Anyway, 8 reps. That was good. Whew. Probably going to do a bit of a drop set. So I'm going to go back down and go higher in reps as I decrease the weight. So I started off with 12 reps. I think it was 12, 12, 10, 8. Now I'll do 8 again, then I'll go 10, then I'll go 12, 12 for a real finisher for that burner. Okay, so now we're going back down. So we've got still the 100 kilos. So I'm going to do 8 reps, and then I'll take the 20 kilos off, and then I'll do 10 reps, and then I'll do, 10 and then 12 and then 12. Oh my God. Okay, let's just get into it. So altogether it should be 8 sets altogether, which is a lot, which is good. Okay, so I need 8 reps. This one here, so get those feet nice and lined in position. That's why we always start off with the warm-up, because you can kind of see if your feet are in the right spot, if you need to do some adjusting, and where you're kind of feeling it. So that's why I always start really light and just feel how my body is positioned and what's working and what's not. Then I readjust, and then I can fix that up for the next set. So it's really important to have that warm-up set. Okay, let's get straight into it. We've got 8 reps. Oh, I feel this moving back again. I think I do like the box a lot better. It doesn't move so easily. Okay, anyway, heavy set done. Now I'm going to take that 20 kilos off. Moving on to 10 reps now, and I've got 20 kilos left, so it should be 80 kilos now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 reps. Ooh, the glutes. The glutes, the glutes, the glutes. I'm going to take the next ones are the blue ones, that's 20 kilos. So altogether 40 kilos is coming off the bar. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, do they really?
What are you doing? Abs or
Me? Hip thrust? Yeah. Glutes and hamstrings. Glutes and hamstrings. Nah. Yeah, glutes and hammies. Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it. It's the best exercise. Yeah. Yeah. You better give it a shot in your next leg day. Let's go. 12 now. 1, really controlled. Feel the muscles. 2. I've got one last one of 12. And then we are done here. More keeping it nice and controlled. Squeeze the glutes. Control down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your glutes will be shaking, right? It's Kayla, yes. I'm now thinking about doing some hack squats. So I might go and do some hack squats, or I'm going to start maybe do some RDLs. I'm like a little bit indecisive, but I think while I'm here, I'm in the squat rack, I'm going to do RDLs first. I'm going to put some weight on the bar. I'm going to do the RDLs, and then I'll move to the hack squat. So let's do some RDLs. I should have just left the weight on. I don't know why I didn't. And this one here is all about pushing the hips back. You want to feel your glutes and your hamstrings, mostly your hamstrings. So it's all of hip hinge movement. You don't want to be using your back at all. So you just want to move those hips back, feel that stretch in those hamstrings, and then come down to where you're feeling that final part of that stretch. You don't want to go down and compromise form and start using that lower back. You don't want to cause any injuries. So you're just going to go to a nice, comfortable position at the bottom. So even if you're stopping just above, that's fine. You don't have to reach all the way down if you're not flexible and you're feeling it too much. You don't want to bend to compromise your form. I'm going to start. So you're starting at the hips. So you bring that bar up. You're starting at the hips. Again, we're hinging those hips back. So you're hinging all the way back. Feel that stretch. And then you're coming up, squeezing those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my God, I'm puffed. I'm so puffed up. But yeah, that is what we're going to be working on. I'm going to do 3 more sets, so 4 in total, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, so feet shoulder width or hip distance apart. We're going to be grabbing that bar. We're going to be holding at our hips. And again, push. It's all about driving those hips back, slight bend in the knees. Want to feel that stretch in your hamstrings and come up. So you're just pushing those hips back, keeping that back nice and straight, coming up, squeezing your glutes. Okay, so I'm going to start it off. Perfect. So we're going to hold it at the top. This is our starting position. Hinging those hips, slight bend in the knees, bringing that barbell down our shins. Feel the stretch. Come up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. I felt that perfectly. Oh my God, my hand isn't dead. So I've already got 1 more set to go. 1 more? 2 more. My God. It's like that stage where you're so tired and you just can't even remember how many sets you've done and how many you got left. I've got 2 more. I'm pretty sure I've got 2 more because I've only filmed the 1. Yeah, 2 more to go. And then we're moving on to the hack. Okay, stay tuned. Hello, I just thought I'd keep it interesting and get you guys different angles. So here we go from the front angle. I'm not sure what you're supposed to see from the front, but anyway. So again, starting at the top, my arms got to come in. Perfect, here we go. So all in the legs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're anything like me and you feel that your arms are giving up, because like right now I can feel the pull in my arms. And I was like, I wish I had my wrist straps. I do. 1 second. This is literally, right, this is literally why I carry my huge bag everywhere. You know, so I do have my wrist straps because I was feeling like I was giving up because it was just too much pressure and I couldn't grip the bar. I was really struggling and I could feel it pull all through my forearm. I just needed that little bit of extra support. So I'm going to put these on, which are going to be able to help me. These wrap around the bar and it's just going to help with the lift and with the support. So it's going to help pull from my wrists and it's just going to help with my grip strength because yeah, I was giving up and it was just, I had to give up at 8, whereas I probably could have done 10 if I had these on, which we'll see now, but just to catch my breath because I'm dying. I'm dying. Need like a minute or so. Calm down for what? 12 stances during their sets, like their 12 stances during their breaks, set breaks. Okay, let's step back. I'm going to position them on the bar. So if it's not a heavy deadlift, because with a heavy deadlifts, I like to go one under, one over, but when it's an RDL, I do both over. So I'm just going to position them where I want them. Then you're just turning the bar and it's just going to wrap around itself until you feel that it's tight enough. Find your position, lift it up so much better. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So much better thanks to my lifting straps. Okay, oops, okay. Gotta get my breath back. I'm dying, but now I've got the hacks, what's that what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go over there and find a machine. Okay, so we are leaving the hip thrust place. I put all my weights away, of course, and now I'm walking to our next machine. I'm going to see what's free and just wing it. Oh, I like this one. It's kind of like a hack squat. I don't know what it is really, but anyway, we're going to use this one because I feel it the most. So I'm just going to set up my camera and then we'll get into it. This is my little tripod as well, by the way. Obsessed. Okay, so we're just going to get under the shoulder pads. This is a power squat. So we're going to line ourselves up. We want those feet about shoulder width apart. We're just going to stand up, which is going to release that lever. We're just going to push that back. Okay. So get your feet in that position where you feel comfortable. I'm going to push those hips back. And then push through those heels as you rise up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Pull that lever back. Oh my god. For our next set, I'm not completely sure that I liked my positioning. I think my feet should have been a little bit closer, so I'm a lower back. Yeah, that feels so much better. It's all about that positioning, guys. 2, 3, 4, 10. So I was going to use this, but then someone didn't really unload their weight, so I really can't be bothered unloading. So I'm going to use this instead. It's already got 25 kilos. I may just see how I go with that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to probably unload that as well. Anyway, just going to set up the camera. So this one here is really focused on working the glutes. So you just want to find your positioning. I might just bring that a little bit lower because I'm a little bit shorter. And you just literally, oh, that 25's all right. So pushing it back, controlling it, 4. Feeling it in the glute as it stretches, keeping it nice and controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next one. Do next one. Okay, keep control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Pretty good, actually. Oh my god, that actually felt really, really good. And I'm just going to push that leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh shoot. Features. Okay, so we're going for another set. Controlling the weight in. Feeling that stretch through that glute, pushing mostly through that heel to really feel that glute work. And controlling it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going to that other leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's been 65 minutes. We've done our 2 warm-ups. We've done our leg extensions, hamstring curls. We've then done our working set of hip thrusts, which was 8 sets. We then went into our RDLs. After our RDLs, we did the hack squat press. Was it a squat press? And now we're doing the kickback. So that's 6 exercises. Might do 1 more and then we are done. Okay guys, last exercise. Just going into a squat, feeling those glutes and then glutes and squeezing at the top. So pushing that kettlebell back to our heels, sitting into it, squeezing the glutes. So it's just a little bit of a burner for a finisher. Okay, so to finish, we have like a little ab check because why the hell not? So just to check that they are actually still there. Tense. There we go. Yeah, they're still there.